Hello, everyone. Let me close this because it looks like it might be. All right. Well, sorry. Give me 1 second here. So hello, everyone. It's the general. I am reporting for duty. Bear with me. Been having um, some slight. Hold on 1 second here. Okay, so yeah, it's I'm the general reporting for duty. Like I always say, even in my absence, when I am not speaking with you, any of you, if you do not see me, um, or don't make a video, you all are all always on my mind. I am always in constant prayer um, um, for us all, and on every continent. Okay. Every human that walks this earth. I am always in prayer for us all. Um, and I love you all. Okay. So I have two things. Okay. There's a lot of things that I have seen. I'm speaking with the Father about a couple things. There we go. That's better. So speaking to the Father about, but there's two things that I most definitely want to address today. Um, again, I love you all. I love you all a lot. One thing about the Father, He loves us all, and in love, there comes correction, and no one wants to be corrected. No one wants to. Um, feel that. However, it is something that has to be done. It is something that has to be spoke upon. It is a job that somebody has to do. Okay. So, the first thing I want to speak on, again, like I said, there are many things that I love to speak on. I've seen, and like I told you guys, I'm always looking and watching, um, you know, looking in the news, reading different things, just staying abreast of what's going on around the world, as much as I can. But the first thing that I want to speak on is I did a video, live stream maybe a couple days ago, a week or so ago, about standing up for what's right. Okay, standing up for what's right is so very important. And I understand that for some, depending on status, depending on your status, or where you are, some may even be fearful of that. Standing up for what's right, because we've seen in the past that when you stand up for what's right, that there's things that happen, you know, things that happen to people that stand up for what's right. We've seen where people lose their jobs. We're seeing where people, it even cost them their life. We've seen, numerous of things that has happened to people that stand up for what's right. But I am here to tell you, and I'm here to tell everyone that think that they're going to continue to come against that. Because, see, standing up for what's right, especially if there's truth in what's right and what's being said. Now, again, I'm saying stand up for what's right. I'm saying stand up for truth. Okay? Some things are not, some things are maybe a little derogatory and offensive. I'm not speaking about those things. Okay? I'm speaking about things that we know are right, righteousness, things that there really is truth. Okay? There are real true issues in that matter. I'm speaking about those things and the people that wants to speak up about those things. And at the end of the day, no one should be in fear of speaking up for something that is right and there is truth. No one. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you have $1 billion. I don't care if you have no dollars in your bank account. If it is right, if it is truth, if there is truth, and what are you saying that is right, then you should have all means to speak up for that. And the reason for that is that truth, there's freedom in truth, and there's solid foundation on truth. And anyone that wants to come against truth lets me know that you want to come against foundation and you want to come against freedom. And under no circumstances is that right. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there is only one God. I am not concerned about a secret society. I am not concerned about the whatever clubs that's out there, whatever I don't even want to mention. But that is not my concern. My concern is letting you know on today that there is only one God. A lot of us have had a long time and have been in position for a long time playing the role of God, being able to take life, hurt someone, take things from people as if you are God. And you're not. One God. My Father said there is one God. And He is the only ruler of this earth. And I said earth, so that's everything in it. That's everything. This is His property. Everything in it and the people that's in it. And I stand for every last one of them. Every last one of them. And I don't stand alone. I stand with my Father. I stand with my Father. And I stand for them. And I stand to say that at the end of the day, every human has the right to stand up and speak on what is truth and speak up for what's right. We were all born with a purpose. We were all born unique and different. And there's a reason for that. That means that we are all here. We all have something implanted in us that brings something different to this world. But if we are silencing those people, or we're silencing some people, then that means that you're silencing my Father's purpose. You're silencing my Father's uniqueness that He's put into this earth. Do not stand for that. I don't stand for that at all. My Father does not, and my Father is so displeased with that. Again, He says it's only one of Him, and He is the creator of all. And that's regardless if you believe it or not. I was reading up and I seen something about is the wrath of God. Yes, the wrath of God is real. It is real. And I encourage you to begin, for the ones who don't believe that it's real, or the ones that are doubting that it's real, I encourage every last one of you to begin to read about it. Because the wrath of God is real. None of us, not even myself, want to see an angry God. But it's time, because He is completely tired of His people being enslaved. And I said it for just what it is. Being enslaved for imitation gods. Being controlled from imitation gods. No more of that. There's freedom in truth. There is freedom in truth, and there is solid foundation in truth. And I am standing today saying that truth will be told. It will be told. It will be spoken upon. It's going to continue to be spoken upon because there are many of us. And that's all around the world. That wants freedom. We want freedom. We want freedom, and we will have freedom. Okay? We will have that. And again, I'm not concerned about any private group. I'm not concerned about any higher up or any of that because I stand with my Father. And I know my Father has equipped me to stand up against any battle. My Father has made promises that I stand on with my life. So I'm speaking to whoever, and I mean this with my life. Whoever this is, whoever you are that is playing God, that we must, and you must know that you are not. And my Father is so displeased. And he sees it all. Nothing has went unnoticed. However, my God is an understanding. Our God is an understanding God. The Father is understanding. And he's a forgiving God. And we also know that some of us will just refuse. Some of us are going to continue to carry on because we think we're just that powerful. But I tell you this, and I stand on every word that my Father delivers to me. And I stand on every word and every promise that my Father has given to me and his people. And that is, you can begin to truly take a step back and reevaluate your heart and your position. I'm going to say that again. Take a step back. Remove your eyes from your bank accounts. Remove your eyes from your status. Remove yourself from all the things that you have put out. Okay? And begin to really check yourself. Check your heart. Check your position. And ask yourself, how have I let status and money make me feel like I'm greater than the one that created me? That I have the power. That I feel that big to be able to take life prematurely, dictate someone's financial status, dictate somebody's social status. Ask yourself that. And I don't care if you were born into the situation. Some of us are born into situations that we don't ask for, and I understand that as well. Whatever the situation is, you have to ask yourself and begin to fix it at the root for yourself. But I'm telling you, there is the time. This is the time that change will come. Change will come. And the things that belong to the people, to God's people, will be theirs. It will be. And that's something that you can believe in your heart or not, but it will be. We want true freedom. We want freedom. We want equality. We want respect. We want unity. We want support. We all just want a fair chance. And it's something that we're going to have. I stand on that. I know that. We will have it. And I'm speaking to whoever it is directly. If you come across this video, send it to that group. Send it to this group, whoever it is that is playing God. No more. And I encourage every last one of us. I rebuke in Jesus' name any retaliation spirit that want to come up against the people that want to express their truths, express their ideas that could possibly make this world a better place and change. I rebuke it in Jesus' name. Touch not. Touch not anything that belongs to my Father. Touch not anything that belongs to my Father. Any retaliation that wants to come up against the people, come up against their finances, come up against our children, come up against schools, come up against churches, public venues. And every time and any time that any one of you think that it's going to continue to happen, I'm going to go to my Father and I will pray without ceasing. My Father is a loving Father, and He cares for us all, for He so loved the world, the same as I. I love the world and everyone in it. I love the world and everything in it. But what my Father does not like is He does not like evil. My Father doesn't like evil. He loves His people and His children. But He does not like what some of us are operating in. I love every last one of you. And I hear the people. I hear us. And I stand with it. And I stand with you all. And every last one of you matter to me in a very major way that words cannot explain. And this is one of the reasons why I am making this statement. The Father is delivering this to any one of you that think you're going to continue to come up against it. Change is inevitable. It's happening. It's going to happen. But what I can guarantee is that the change that's going to happen is going to be for the best, and it's going to be the best for everyone. Now, will we be perfect? No. Will we all be best friends? No, we will not. The Father created us all, and He knows. But can this world be a better place? Yes, it can. And when I speak on these things, I'm not knocking anyone that has come before me, saying that they did not, because they did. And this is the reason why I'm able to stand today, because there were ones that were before me that spoke truth, which is giving me and others solid foundation to stand on this day, February 23rd. And we're grateful for them. They gave us foundation, and we're here to continue to build. But the buildings that we're wanting to build are buildings of love, peace, and understanding, fairness, opportunities for all. True freedom of speech. And when I say freedom of speech, again, I'm speaking of speech that is productive, speech that is encouraging, speech that is truth. Because some of us are speaking, and we speak, and we speak very negative. Our speech is very rude, negative, dishonoring, and everything opposite of righteousness. And I want to speak to that group as well. Our Father loves you, and He created you as well. But however, at some point, for the people that speak everything outside of everything other than righteousness, and let me be clear, because I don't want that to get misconstrued of, well, I don't speak perfect. I'm not speaking about that. I'm speaking about people that are deliberately nasty. They are deliberately rude. They pride themselves on hurting someone's feelings. They pride themselves on trying to destroy someone. They pride themselves on trying to take someone's joy. You all. Our Father loves you. And you also have the opportunity. He loves you. He loves you, loves you, loves you. But you have the opportunity. Oh, one other thing, labeling people. We spend so much time wanting to label someone about what we think they are. Who are you? Who are you? Who do you think you are? That's my question for all you labelers. All you labelers. Who do you think you are? Regardless of whatever you're labeling somebody with, we all struggle. We all have moments. There's not one person on this earth, I guarantee, I can stand on that has not struggled mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. I don't care if you were born into it. What gives you the right? The only one that needs to be doing any type of labeling, that's my Father. The Father gives out labels, not you. Because some of us, because your moments haven't been caught. Your moments haven't been caught in candid camera. Your moments may have not been caught by others around you. Or maybe people have caught your moments, but they just ain't speaking about them to others. But we all have had them. Please stop. When you begin to want to label someone, I want you to, if anything, label yourself. Who are you? When you want to call him something or you want to call her something, I want you to ask yourself, I want you to go to the mirror and look at yourself and say, well, who am I? Because a lot of us want to label somebody and speak on somebody, and we don't even know who we are. We don't even know our own purpose. And we truly need to stop. Mental health is a real thing. For some, it's a moment. For some, I'm gonna say this, for some it's a battle. But then for some it's a war. However it is for them. Keep your mouth off of them and your personal thoughts and opinions. Because you're having moments as well. Physical deformities, physical issues could be a battle for some and war for many. Keep your mouth off of them because you're not perfect. You have something about yourself that's not all the way correct. Regardless if it's physical, regardless if it's someone that someone can see or not. Financial, I don't care. Keep your mouth off of them. Care if it's $1 billion, if they have $1 billion, or if they have none at all. Keep your mouth and your labels to yourself. Instead of spending so much time labeling someone else, like I said, look at yourself and ask yourself, who am I and what is my purpose? And what did I do when I was having that moment in my life, regardless of whatever my moment was? How did I overcome? But we spend so much time doing that. But where are the people that's going to pray? Where are the people that is willing to listen? Where are the people that is willing to be nice and kind and show love and show support when they're having their moments? We can't, because all we can do is think about labeling them and talking about them as if we've always been put together, and we haven't. None of us have. It's very displeasing. It's very saddening. It's very hurtful. And stop it. Again, you are not God. You are not here to determine how long it's supposed to take someone to get over something. How long, you're still hurting. So what? If they're still hurting, pray for them. If they're still struggling, pray for them. Offer your help. Offer your support. They're struggling with their finances. So what? They're struggling with your finances, but you're not. What are you doing? What have you done? Show them. They're struggling with physical issues. Okay, what did you do? Show them. Pray for them. Love them. Support them. Be there for them. Stop wasting so much time on speaking about them and labeling them. Be there for them. It's simple. Enough of it. Enough is enough. And the reason why so many people don't want to speak up on the things that they're going through is because of that. It's because of you guys. It's because of the world. The old saying is, if you don't have anything to say at all, please be quiet. And I am asking as well, please be quiet. Please be quiet, or keep what you feel to yourself, or keep what you feel amongst the people, because you know it may be a group of you that like to label and do that. Keep that amongst yourselves. But when you start to bring it out, and you're bringing it out to people, and you're saying it to the person that is going through whatever they're going through, That's where there becomes an issue. And this is why we have so many people that's giving up. They're leaving here prematurely because of this type of behavior. Please keep your thoughts to yourself if they're not anything good. Are we guilty of that? Yes, we are. We all are guilty of getting to a place where we become judgmental, where we are labeling people, and we've said things to people that are not nice. But at some point, it has to stop. We have our babies. We have children. We have young adults that are committing suicide. And it's because of the weight of the world. And we don't have enough people in position that is there to encourage, support, and to remind them that they are worthy to live this life and to live it more abundantly. And I'm speaking from my own experience. I thank God every day that I did know him and that he was able to give me strength during my toughest times, in my times that I felt like I just couldn't take no more. But I understand that there's somebody out there that is struggling right now, but don't know how to pray. Don't know the first thing about God. Don't even believe that far into it to even begin to speak his name. And they truly need help and support and love. The stigmas, the crazy, the stigma, crazy, bum, broke, the all of that, that's negative. And listen, I'm trying to say this as nice as possible. Our Father, you do not begin to shut your mouth yourself. He's going to shut it for you. Do not. It's not going to continue to be acceptable to just continue to speak like that to people because we don't know where someone is. We don't know what they're facing. A lot of times, people are just truly misunderstood. People are misunderstood. And because in this world, when we don't understand something, either one or two things, we become fearful, intimidated by it. Some of us become envious or jealous about it. However, it makes us turn into a way that's unpleasing. And it's causing people great pain. And like I said, for some, they've left here prematurely. Stop that. Again, I am here. There is a friend in me. God is our best friend. However, there's a friend in me. And I love you all. Even the ones that are partaking in it. Like I said, because none of us are perfect. I'll be lying to say that I was. was not born a perfect person. I was not born of no sin, so or just born completely righteous. So I'll be lying. But what I'm saying is that this situation, at some point, we must change. At some point, we must begin to really recognize what we're doing to one another and minimize that. Because see, we're doing all of that when there are way bigger things that we need to be focusing on, like equality. Okay. So again, I love every last one of you. And one thing about it, I don't like to come in that way. And I don't like to have to bring that type of, that type of aggressive. I don't know if it's aggressive, but that type of, that type of energy. I truly don't want to, but some of us really, sometimes you just have to. You have to. You have to. We are all fighting. We are all fighting some type of battle. My battle might not be like yours. Your battle might not be like mine. But because we're all fighting a battle, we don't have a room to speak on no one. We don't have room to speak on no one. There is in change is in unity. It's in love. It's in support. It's in understanding. It's in having compassion. It's in being able to it's being able to endure and to sacrifice. Okay, you got to be willing to give up some things. The world has spoiled us, okay? And that's another thing to be careful about. You see so many things, you start to have so many things that we become so spoiled that we begin to be blind from the big picture. Okay? So sacrifice is big. And you got to be able to endure the long suffering that comes with change. And long suffering doesn't feel all good all the time. But what I can guarantee is that there's great reward in endurance. What I can guarantee is that there is change in that. And everything I just mentioned, there's change. And our Father truly wants to, move in a mighty way for us all. However, think about how difficult that can be as a parent. I want to bless you all, but I got some over here. I got some kids. No, he needs us all. All of us is not going to come. We know that. I'm speaking to the ones that have good, pure hearts. I'm speaking for the ones that want freedom. I'm speaking for the ones that want to see things change in the right way for the better. Those are the people I'm speaking to. I'm not speaking to the ones that are contaminated and that's where you want to be and you're going to be there to the end of time, because we know that some of you are just that way. Okay? Have to be as plain and clear as I can be. But for the ones of us that do, it's going to take that. It's going to take unity. It's going to take support, love, understanding, compassion. No, we might not be best friends. I didn't say best friends. Mm-mm. Long suffering and endurance. You have to be willing to go without some things. You got to be willing to dedicate time and energy into things that may not just benefit yourself or your family. Okay. Alrighty. So we spoke on that, speaking up for what's right, standing on that, speaking up on wanting, and we're gonna have freedom. Say, General, what do you mean by freedom? Because we are free. We're not slaves no more. We're not in chains. I mean, some of us are even billionaires now. Some of us are millionaires now. So what do you mean? No. Mm-mm. I ain't talking about, not talking about money and social status. Because I believe even no matter financial status that even some of them probably deal with again, just deal with some type of a feeling of abundance of some type of way. So that's what I mean. I'm not going to get into that right now. I will come back with another video when the time is right, when my Father does give me the time and give me the words to deliver to his people. Okay? But I did just want to say that today. Stand up for what's right. And there's freedom and truth. I don't care what the word has said or try to make it be like. It's freedom and truth. Freedom is solid foundation. It'll never go anywhere. And if even if it's for our children, great grandchildren, great greats to be able to build on at some point. Just like the ones that came before us gave us something to build on, we have to give them something to build on as well. Okay, continue to build, shall I say? So that was that. Number two, I want to speak on is this this thing that's going on with this war. The war in Russia and Ukraine. This war that's going on between, well, not a war. I'm sorry, Father, shouldn't even said the war, but this issue and this concern that continues to be brought up about Russia and Ukraine. Again, this is a very sad, very sad, very sad, displeasing situation. I must say. as I stated before, there is not one country, not one, that can afford for any of this, can afford for any of this to can excuse me guys, can afford for any war to take place. I am very understanding to some positions, because with some positions, some countries, there you guys are more in a position of just trying to, you have to, wanted to show your support for the other country, and also just letting it be known that we won't, we will not just lay down, um, and we won't, we just won't lay down, and um, we won't submit to, a bullying type of situation. And I do understand that as well. And again, I'm not a politician, so I am not quite clear the background and the terminology and all of that. But what I am is a person that is here for the people. And that's all people. I don't see no respect of person, no respect of country. I see every last one of us. There's not one country that can afford to be in a situation. It's not one country. It's not one country that can afford to be in any situation that we could possibly lose innocent lives, taking money that we don't have to be put into this situation. And the situation is not one of true concern. It's more so of it's more so of and excuse my background, okay, you guys, but it's more so of sounds like, I don't want to use that type of word, the word bullying, but it sounds like, I'm gonna say this, it sounds like more so of maybe you want something, I want something that's not really mine, so I'm gonna take it. Okay. And I'm gonna say this, that our Father is not pleased with that, or pleased with the possibility that innocent people could lose their lives. That money that really could be spent on the issues that we are facing, in our countries, because all of us, every country is facing some type of something. Okay, some type of issue or concern concerning your people. So we really cannot afford to be doing that. We could be using that money to address the things and the true concerns that we have in our countries. America, for instance, and I speak on America because that's where I am. I am an American. But we are facing homelessness to a, I mean, the homeless percentage it grows by the numbers. Okay. And that's just one issue that we're facing here in America. Let's not go on to the other issues. And that, then don't get me wrong, because I am an American. I'm a proud American. I'm proud to be an American. I'm just speaking on the truth and the things that we really do have concern here. We really do have our concern and issues that need to be addressed immediately. And we really can't afford it. Russia, you can't afford it. China, Germany, NATO, none of us. And again, it seems like there are a lot of conversations that's going on. I'm not sure what the conversations are. I don't know if I will know what the conversations are. But what I do know is that um, what I do know is that whatever's happening, there's not a resolution. And I don't know who the true main concern is. We only go by so much that we can see on the news, on the site, on the different news sites, but we don't really know because we're not a part of those conversations. It do seem like, and this is for Putin, it does seem like many countries are trying to come up with some type of resolution. I am not sure what it is that's not meeting your requirements, but at this point, I'm interested in speaking with you myself because I want to know, what is it? What is it that you need? What is it that you need, or why is it that Ukraine is such a place that you feel like you have to have? And I'm only speaking about what I see, so I don't know if that is the correct of what's really going on. But I am concerned myself. Seems like everyone has tried to have a conversation, and we're not getting anywhere because every day is still a concern. And every day, this concern is drawing concerns for it. I understand the position that you all are in as the presidents of these countries, but I am here for the people, here for you as well, but also for the people, and it's draw concerns for the people. And the people have already been at war. War has hit our front doors when COVID-19 came. Even before COVID-19, okay? For a lot of us, depending on your race, you've been at war since the day you were born. But right now, and this is for every country, we've already at war. So many people have lost their lives prematurely. I know for a fact that I have people that I were connected to that has lost their life, that I knew. People are still trying to recover. And this war that we have going on with COVID-19 is not over. It's still here. And it's meeting us at our front doors every day. Oh, I'm sorry. It's meeting us at the grocery stores every day. It's meeting us when we go drop our kids off at school. It's meeting our children at the schoolhouse. It's meeting the employees that have to go into the building. Okay? It's meeting our healthcare workers. It's meeting them every time they go to the hospital, every time they go and see a patient. So there is a war going on. And the war that's already currently going on, it's still going on. The truth of the matter is that war is not over. Some of us are trying to recover, but it's hard to recover when it's still in effect. I just think about the million of people that lost their lives. They weren't able to have a proper burial. Their families weren't able to send them off correctly because of this war. So what we should be focused on is seeing about our people, helping our people recover, helping our people get through this time, supporting our people, coming up with resolutions for our people, solutions for our people to get through this war that we're currently in. And even though this situation has not took effect, think about the anxiety that is causing people to have. Already going through what we've gone through. People are scared to go back to work. The students are scared to be at school. The teachers don't want to be in school. The healthcare workers, I'm not going to say they're scared, but they're tired. They're worn out. Every industry that has been affected. There's not one industry that has not been affected. Or one person. You didn't have it, you knew someone that had it. Okay, if it wasn't you, but it was somebody close to you, it was just like you having it because you worried about them. Like I said, I'm interested in myself. And what makes me interested, what makes me feel like I can sit down and talk to any one of you is because anywhere and everywhere I go, my Father has equipped me. My Father has equipped me to stand on any battlefield. The general of his kingdom, to stand on any battlefield. Pick up my fallen soldiers and still battle for the right of his people. And I am confident in knowing that everywhere I go, in every battle that's presented in front of me, that my Father will be with me. If I stand alone physically, I would never stand alone spiritually. My Father will be with me. And I am truly concerned. And I truly want to know myself personally at this point. Because, as I've stated, Putin, you are loved. Everybody make mistakes. We all find ourselves doing things sometimes that just are completely wrong and way to the left. And our Father is a forgiving God. And I read up on you. I know that your mom was a Christian. And as a Christian, that means that she believed in Jesus. And you know that there's certain things that just does not, it's not deemed righteous. So again, I'm not blaming anyone because I don't know the whole story and the whole details of it. Just only going by what is being presented to us. And I know that what's being presented to us is probably only 5% of what's really going on. But just from what I see. Facts. There is a constant battle with Russia, and Russia not letting go, or Russia continuing to say one thing and then it's another thing happening, and it could be us. I don't know. I have no clue. I am trusting that our President Biden, I'm trusting that he is doing the right thing for our people, and that he is speaking on the right things for our people, because none of us can afford it. No one can afford this. I would not want to see this on the U.S. soil at no point of fashion, or anyone's soil. It's not Ukraine or Russia's. I don't want to see this on no soil. None of us should either. And our Father, the Father would not take it lightly. I understand that for some of us, God may just be make believe, and the things that we read about God might be make believe. But this is not the time. God is is going to move in a supernatural way for all of us. For anyone that is struggling to believe that He is real and that He really truly loves His people. This is unnecessary. And this is a situation that can be talked about, dealt with between you all. This is not what we need. Our people, the world need hope again. We need hope again. We've lost so much. Not this. I love every last one of you. Zelensky, Putin, Biden. I love you, Biden. Johnson, Stoltenberg, Jinping. If I'm saying your names wrong, I'm sorry. If I've missed a name, doesn't mean that I'm sorry. I love you. I love you all. You all have a friend in me. And it's okay. You're fine. You all have a friend in me, and you you you're fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you all have a friend in me, and I am I am truly concerned. I'm truly concerned. I'm concerned for you all. I'm concerned for the people. I hope that there can be some type of solution, and a solution before that happens, because again, we don't want to see an angry God. That's the last thing that we want. That's the last thing that we want. The last thing is that we want is that we want our Father to deliver the promises to us, and that is for us to all see this world in a better place for everyone. Everyone that is willing to, live righteous. I didn't say perfect, I said righteous. And everyone that is willing to, everyone is willing to live righteous, and to have, you know, to release that contamination in their hearts. We don't have to be best friends. But I will say this is that this is a time that we don't need to be at odds. We need to work together, truly work together, and really focus on our people, the people of your country, the people of Russia, the people of Ukraine, the people of Germany, China, NATO, USA. Again, I'm not sure about all the countries that's involved, but those are just a few that I've seen. And that's where our focus should be. Our people should be the highest of the priority, um, not personal agendas. You know, God loves us all. He loves us all, and He gave us all. Um, he gave us all more than what we need. Um, and when I say that, I'm not speaking so much on money or materialistic things. Okay, I'm talking about things that He placed inside of each and last one of us. And if you don't have what you need as far as like finances or whatever like that, God has placed something in all of us to be able to get that for ourselves and our families. But this is something that truly is unnecessary. And I know it just like every last one of you guys know it. It's unnecessary. It's not it's not one of those things where um it's not one of those things where um we must make this happen, because if we don't make it happen, then our people will be our people will be hurt or threatened or something like that. That's one thing. But this is something that's just not. Mm-mm. And again, I don't know the whole details of it, but just from the looks of it, it's just not one of those things. Okay. Um, I am truly hoping and praying that like again, like I said, this can be over quickly, so we can all get back to focusing on the real matters at hand in each and last country. Um, because we do have real issues at hand. And I love you all. Um, I love you all. I love you so much. Again, I love every last one of you, every last continent, every last country. I really love you guys with my heart. Um, they say, well, you're just who are you? I don't even have a viewer on my live right now. um, but it doesn't matter because I know who I am in the kingdom, and I know what God has equipped me to do. And You have a friend in me. You have a friend in me. You have a friend. Putin, you have a friend in me. I've actually been trying to learn a little Russian language. Okay. That's how much interested I am in trying to when we have our conversation. Because I'm really interested. I'm really interested in getting down to the bottom of that. And another thing about that is that when you are the leaders of a country and you're the leader, so that means that people are looking and they're following you. So if you're a leader of a country and if you're a leader of a country, if you're a leader of a country and people are following you, but they see that you are not able to work out your differences, you're not able to agree to disagree, you're not able to come together, you're not able to show some form of unity, peace, then what does that speak about your country? You know, how does that affect your country when you're the leader of the country? As leaders, we got to be examples. We got to be examples. Examples for the people that's following us and looking up to us. And just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind that people are watching. Our children are watching. All this matters to them. All this can affect them. Well, if a president of the countries can't learn to disagree, then why should I? If the presidents of the countries can agree, then why should I learn to disagree with my neighbor? Why should I learn to disagree with my schoolmate? Why should I learn to disagree with my coworker? Why? The world can't even agree on nothing. I mean, you have countries that can't even agree on something that's really not. It's not one of those type of issues that has to be addressed or taken to this level. I don't know. Maybe you guys need to have, maybe take your suits off and dress down, make sure the cameras are not there. And dress down, take your suits off, take your towel, and have a cookout or have a cookout, a potluck. Maybe you guys should have a potluck. Sometimes we just take things everything is so serious. Everything is so serious and so by the book, you know. And God is about love and understanding. So maybe I should just take your ties off and take your suits off and have a nice potluck. Bring some Russian dishes and bring some NATO dishes and some U.S. dishes and some Germany dishes and some Chinese dishes and just bring it and everybody eat and try different dishes and matter of fact, just don't even talk about the war. Talk about each other. Try that. Maybe you should try that. We'll say, well, Brittany, that sounds too good to be true, but it's not. It's something that can happen because we are human. We are human beings. I don't care if you're the president of what country you're the president of. You're human. Okay? Try that. I don't know. That was just some advice. Just relax. It costs nothing to relax, and it costs nothing to truly get to understand and know someone. And do it with good intentions. Don't do it trying to figure out and be secretive and with deception, but with true intent of just really trying to get understanding from one another, understanding for each country. Okay, so that's all. I'm not gonna go any further. I truly hope that it touches someone's heart, someone's heart. You can let it resonate in your spirit. For we plant the seeds in the God. Our Father is the water. He comes in and water the seeds. So I'm praying that it touches someone and that it resonates and we can see change begin to happen. Um, change that everyone deserves to happen. Okay. All right. So that's all that I have for you today. I will be back very soon. Excuse me, you guys. I will be back very soon with some more with more things to speak on once I um, most definitely get clarity from the Father. Um, and I love every last one of you. Again, I love every last one of you. Even though some of it may have been a little corrective or I had to address some things that maybe though some may not want to hear, but I truly do love every last one of you. I really love every last one of you with my heart and with my life. And I just truly um, want to see change. And I truly believe that everyone deserves change. Um, and everyone will get it. Um, that is what I do know. So again, I love every last one of you. God is our best friend. And you also have a friend in me. And what is a friend is they're willing to lay down their life for someone else to live. That's all. I love you guys, and you have a wonderful day. Until next time.